Hey guys. Oh, make sure my hair is cute. Yes. Oh, yeah. Mm. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Aday. All queens in the room. Yes. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hello. Hello. I just realized I don't have my earrings on. Anyway, I'm still cute. Yes. Hola, Queen. La Reina. ¿Cómo está? Yes, welcome. Season 2. I hope is my flower gonna stay in? I need my flower to stay in. Okay. Hey. All right. Yes, we are here. We're just waiting. Yeah, I had a little technical difficulty because you're looking at executive producer, creator, engineer, one woman show for now, but that's what we do, right? That's what queens do. We make it happen, we make it do. We're waiting for a couple of people to come in the room, but I just wanted to let everybody know that I am, while you are making your Saturday morning, you're making your way hopefully to us in your Saturday morning routine, wherever you are, that I really hope and pray that everything is well. This is Black Girl Magic Creative Series. This is season 2. Last year it was launched and we did a total of 4 episodes. And the conversation started with a group of sisters in my circle, some creative sisters that I love, I trust, I respect. And they basically were, like life constantly was going through some things. And we go through our own set of isolation. We try to do it ourselves, try to make it happen one way or another. But it's really a collective in the end. When you finally come up for air or are brave enough to say, oh my gosh, girl, I'm going through it over here or over there, or, and that going through it could look like, financial situations. It could be relationships. It could be depression. It could be isolation. It could be anything that's dealing with blocking us to get to our best selves. There's a need for a real conversation to take place. And since most of, Carla, my friend, oh my dear heart, hey sister, hey queen, I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm sending you love. Thank you so much for joining me. So I created this group. I snatched up these sisters and said, hey, what do we what can we do? And since most of the circle, or most of the women, the queens in my circle are creative, they are actresses, they are writers, they are directors, they're content creators, they are poets, but some of us are Chicago. Okay, Chi-Town. All right. I pray that you're well. And it was some things that are stopping us, some things that are blocking us, some things that are kind of stifling our creative growth. And for those of us and you may not even have to be actresses or creatives or work in the industry or be creative professionals of any kind, but we're talking about a conversation that you are very much aware of, especially for my sisters in the room and for those who are joining and will be watching after I post this. And that is wellness. We're finally pushing this conversation to the forefront. And as an actress, as a writer, as a director, poet, etc., I am very much a part of the conversation as well as yourself. We have it going through. We want to be our best selves. We want our families, then our loved ones, our friends, our neighborhoods, our communities. This is becoming a global movement, and I'm going to find my way to be a part of it in the Black Girl Magic movement, and Black Girl Magic Creative Series is my contribution to the movement. So we are going to get started today. It is going to be a couple of announcements. Last season we were a bi-weekly post. We're going to be monthly. I will be posting every Hello, hello. Oh, we got a brother in the building. Antonio, hello, brother. Yes, kings are welcome. Yes, we need everybody in this. Yes, thank you. We will be definitely talking about, I'll be posting on the last Saturday of every month. I will be reaching out to you. I will be asking you if you're in my circle, if I know you. Oh, hey, Antoinette. Hello, Queen. To talk about if you feel comfortable, if you feel open, if you feel brave, if you feel courageous to share. You might be a part of this conversation. You may be there with like, oh my gosh, I'm going through that too. I get down. I get, depressed or whatever. And I can't seem to get that script out. I can't seem to want to do anything that makes me show up to be my best self. And I'm going to be transparent and share some of my experiences, and some of the people that I'll be having episode by episode are going to be willing to do the same as we did in season 1. So welcome to season 2, y'all. Yes. I've decided to launch season 2, episode 5. 5, 5. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I usually have a guest. So I decided to go ahead and have the guest. I am the guest. I am my guest for season 5. And I wanted to share because it's been a while since season 1. I think our last post was early September of last year. And it's kind of full circle. It was time, We're almost in September. We'll be in September tomorrow for 2019. So I've been dealing with a lot of, on this journey, we have a lot of hashtags in this world since we live in the digital age, and we live, everything's very Snapchat and Instagram. Everything's just me right now, right now, right now. But we also have, we're talking about, who is this? Y'all, let me just go ahead and just put this brother on blast. Kim Estes is in the building. Emmy Award winning actor, my brother, my friend. I heart him. Every time I see him, I just be like, he just brings a smile to my face. He's one of my favorite persons. Welcome to the room. Thank you for joining. Please, also, everyone, like, share, comment, Snapchat, tweet. Please get a dialogue going. We want to get a buzz. Join me. Please add me at Black Creative Series. Black Girl Magic Creative Series on Instagram. This is a Facebook. We have a group. But please make sure that you comment. Yes, your likes, your hearts, your shares. But we want to hear from you. We want to hear you speak on this. Power in numbers, y'all. Power in numbers. So we got to start somewhere, right? But but I'm the guest. I am today's guest. It is going to be me. There'll be others for next episodes. But what I wanted to share with you and what I wanted to talk to you, who I see, do I see Baja in the room? I see my queen Baja. I see my queen Baja in the room. Welcome, queen. And yes, I will shout you out every time I see you coming in the room. Oh, the infamous Sir Charles Reese, ladies and gentlemen, coming back and joining us from World Travels, from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam. Okay, hello, sir. Welcome. Yes. So basically, we have a lot of hashtags, self-care, self-love. I'm on it. I have been really taking time to learn a lot in this process of that. And there has been a lot of fights and a lot of struggles with self. I haven't always been the kindest to myself. And I don't mind utilizing myself in this conversation. And what I want to be able to share, some of the obstacles, some of the blocks. I love you back. I love you to life, Baja. You have to know. Thank you. Buenos dias. ¿Cómo estás, Sir Charles? Welcome. Bienvenidos. And what's really been happening for me, and I just want to share, and if it resonates, please, if you know a friend, if you know someone, let me say this disclaimer. I am no one's clinical professional. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a psychologist. I am not an MFT. I am not a therapist. I am a black woman on this planet Earth that has been going through her ups and downs like we all have, and how we all choose to show up in our own individuals, human being selves. But even so, more so for someone who has chosen to be a part of an industry that demands so much of you and really puts you down at the same time. It's this industry is full of rejection. That can take a toll on some people. Some people say, "Oh, yes, you have to have a thick skin." Yes, you do. You have to have a thick skin, but I'm a human being. And then so are you. And we feel the cut sometimes. Some of us wallow in it a little bit deeper and longer. Some other personal traumas that are happening in individual lives can show up more than you even realize. And I've learned a great deal about myself in that. For the most part, you ask anybody about me, I'm a pretty decent person. Pretty swell. It's pretty nice to know Tamika White. I don't usually refer to myself in third person, but I will say that. But I do suffer from depression from time to time. I do. And I have for a very long time. And a lot of creative growth, a lot of creative opportunities, some have been missed. And but a lot have been blocked. And sometimes I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to get through that. So what I have, as of late, wanted to say, while I was deciding when I'm relaunching season 2, this episode of season 2, what am I going to talk about that I haven't already talked about in these previous episodes? And it's going to deem repeating. But I said, well, I've interviewed other people. How about I go ahead and put myself on the other side of the camera? And here I am. Recently, some years ago, I lost my mother. And that was, actually, and forgive me, if I get emotional, because I do. For those of y'all know me, I'm a Scorpio, I'm a water sign, and I feel everything. So if the tears come, the makeup, which MUA, me. Yeah, we feeling the hair, we feeling the beat face, show some love, you know I look cute. Anyway, but that took a toll on me. That took a very serious toll on me. And like most of us on this planet and everything, hey, Michael Richmond, all the way from Vegas. And I really I got really depressed. I got really, really depressed. And I saw a lot of things pass me by, as in life. And that was very, very hard. And this was 2014. And I didn't know what to do with that. Because this is my mom. This is my best friend. This was everything. She was everything. And I don't want to make this a sad thing. I don't want your Saturday mornings to be like, oh my gosh, she about to get like, oh. No, it's not. But, because this is good. We're going to go through some kind of lightweight, heavy stuff in order to know that there really is some light at the end of the tunnel. At least I'm beginning to see that, and I'll share. I'm going to continue to share. So, went through that for a good, 2 years and 3 years. And maybe when you saw me, whoever knows me, you like, I would never have known that, of course. That's what we do, right? We just function through life as best as we can. And we do what we can to survive. And it wasn't until certain languages, I'll give the internet and social media its credit on this. There's a lot of things I just started getting educated on that I wasn't aware of, and certain phrases and this catchphrase and that catchphrase and this hashtag, and I was beginning to hear the word wellness and self-care and things, manifestation and all of these things, and maybe people are like, oh, we've heard this before. This is not anything new. Well, it was new for me. It was new for me. because what I was beginning to do was take a real hard look at some of the things that were happening, not only from a family dynamic, from a cultural dynamic, historically, and not in the sense of blame, but also reprogramming. Jaquia, boom. Oh yes. I'll shout you out. I'm gonna shout you out when you come in the room. Hey Mia, thank you for joining me. Yes, yes, yes. I also want to give out, and not only because you have accolades or anything like that, I'm just gonna show love as you enter the room and you're joining. But my brother Jaquil, yes, rocking it down, wonderful filmmaker, reps his Haitian heritage all day, every day. Congratulations on the film festival, my brother. Welcome to the room. So, that was really what was happening. And what was happening was me beginning to take a more closer investigation in self. My mother, when she passed away, she was 67 years old, and she died of diabetes and dementia. And that was a wake-up call. I'm from Houston, Texas. We grown big in Texas. We like everything big. We like it. We like it, and I started taking a look at the very first thing, the obvious thing for me, and that is my weight. That is, I am a woman of size. I don't mind using myself on these and being transparent, but this was a real thing. I love food. I love to eat, but at the same time, there was something abusive about my connection with that. That was also some things I was beginning to look at, and having I'm not so afraid. Wasn't being afraid to say words like fat and not put a negative connotation in, and understand, yes, 67. She was, that's young, right? Baja, OMG is right. And I'm like, wait a minute, like that's, no. But there was also other things that I started to look at within myself to not repeat those patterns. And quite honestly and frankly, not end up in the same position as much as I humanly possibly can. I mean, we can't control anything. We don't decide anything. The creator of the universe or whoever you answer to will decide that. But if I can be better on this planet for me, take care of me, how I eat, what I choose to eat. And no, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not an expert. I am a vegetarian, pescatarian. I'm not a diehard vegan. My vegans out there, I know how you get down. But it was like, wait a minute, we got to get real. And that's when I started paying attention to what was contributing to this on again, off again, 20 plus year of depression, a functioning depressant in life. And when I get into these catchphrases and really start paying attention to, because yes, as an actor, what does our industry want us to do? How many followers do you have? What's going on with your Instagram? What's going on? But I started really paying attention. I really started paying attention. And self-care and self-love was not in my vocabulary. And I start inserting it into my vocabulary. Hi, Ami. I started deciding, wait a minute, Tamika, whoa. You are beautiful, you are great, but you're not really feeling that really deep down inside. Let's talk about that. Let's unpack that. And the only way I'm going to start unpacking that, I'm going to just have to face this whole ugly thing called depression, mental illness, head on. The fact that I'm a food addict. The fact that I go to Overeaters Anonymous. You have alcoholics that take their sobriety seriously. What are you going to do about your health? What are you going to do about your life? What are you going to do to be the best you? And when I started having these conversations or getting these calls, getting these text messages, that other sisters were going through the same thing. And again, actresses, directors, producers, writers in my circle. And I'm beginning to see now that this is happening all over. Then wait a minute. A conversation needs to take place. A dialogue. What do we do best as actresses? We talk. So let's talk to each other. But I started with the conversation with myself. Please, also, by the way, please chime in, ask questions, comment while the live is going on. I welcome that. I'm checking the time because I want to make sure that everybody is not held up on their Saturday. But I'm grateful for you to be here. So fast forward to now. what have I been doing now that I discovered all these problems, all of this ugliness, all of this, and I was going through one thing after another, but the reality was I was really just falling into what I call the abyss, or what some people refer to as the sunken place. And I was going into the sunken place. I did not like that. And things were getting push back, projects, and more projects that I know that I wanted to launch for myself, as far as writing, because I know as an actress and as a content creator, I'm gonna have, the phone is not ringing for me. So what are you going to have to do? So I'm looking at every aspect of my life, every component of my life, and I'm saying, wait a minute, you're not in the audition room, you're not in front of these casting directors, but yet it said, I don't, but yet I'll watch 16 plus hours of television if I'm in and out of a gig, out of a job, because you know how it is for us actors. We got to try to, for those of us who are not really working those hardcore 9 to 5s, we try to have jobs that are flexible to our and conducive to our lifestyle. So there was a lot of that going on. And it wasn't until these last, I would say, hey Jim. Hey, Jim Williams. Hello. I hope you're well. That I really started taking my self-care, my self-love seriously. There's a long way to go. And what did I do? What did I do to overcome that? What did I do to get that done? Well, I started going to therapy. I decided, I searched long and hard, in and out of insurance, with insurance, without insurance. And then when I got it, I'm like, okay, even if it was through social services. Okay? Yeah. And I decided to set up and really talk about what has been going on. And I've been doing that for the last 3 years. I looked at my diet and I looked at what I was putting in my body. I am not knocking anyone who eats meat. I'm not that diehard and go and show you the footage. I'm not going to be that person. Oh my gosh. Oh, Brianna. Hey, my beautiful queen. Thank you so much. I love you for this. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Brianna. That comment, that's what I'm welcoming. Thank you. I am serious through the Black Girl Magic Creative Series that what is the whole purpose of this is we will be talking to we'll be talking to creatives, but yes, I must be transparent. Mental illness, mental health, wellness, and what we can do to get to our best selves, to be those wonderful actors, to be on those projects, to be in those collaborations, to be in those rooms, not only with networks and studios and all of our fabulous other actors that we dream of working with, but like Issa Rae said, I'm interested in not selling networking up, network across, and I know that the people that are joining my room or joining this feed, joining this live right now are the people I'm looking to network across. But in order for me to do that, I have to show up and be my best self. So thank you very much, my beautiful. That's my mentee, y'all. I love her. I love Brianna Stock. And thank you so much. What are we saying here, Jim? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that because it ain't been easy, right? And we go all the way back from University of Houston. Shout out to University of Houston School of Theater, Houston, Texas, in the building. H-Town. What? Okay. But at the same time, this is what I'm sharing. It's been my journey. And I've been carrying it from, it didn't matter if I was in Houston, if I was in Chicago, if I was in New York, if I was in Atlanta. It didn't matter if I was in the UK, in Manchester. Okay. With my, what's up, Philip Moore in the building? Y'all don't even know, my brother, what's happening. Mr. Man, Mr. Nickelodeon, Mr. Content, Mr. Producer, Mr. Comic. Yes, welcome to the room, King. Yes, hey. So we just really are, this is what it is. This is what it is. It's gonna be a rap. It's gonna be a chat. It's gonna be a real pull up a virtual pull up your chair. Get comfortable on a Saturday morning at the end of the month and hear what your girl got to say. Who she gonna be talking to? What we gonna be talking about? And not just the mental illness and the depression. Again, other creatives that are saying, hey, I give myself permission to be great, so I can get to that project. So you can see me on that large or small screen. You can see my product. You can buy my book because guess what? Everybody is going through it. Everyone. Okay? Absolutely. Hello, 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 hello. So we want to be authentic. We want to be transparent. And I want you to share. I want you to share. I want you to post. I want you to repost. I want you to get a dialogue, get a buzz going. If you know me and be like, you know what? I got my girl Tamika White over there in LA, and she's got this monthly live series called Black Girl Magic Creative Series, and she's keeping it all the way real with herself and her guests. And this is what we're going to be talking about it. Yes. Oh my gosh, Sherry, what are you saying to me? But giving us the truth. May I please? Functioning until we cannot function is the strong black woman trap. Yes, we must talk about how to get out. We can't get out the sunken place. See how the conversation bounces. See how the conversation starts. This is a virtual water cooler conversation that's global. Yes, Oprah has on her network right now, Black Women Own the Conversation. It doesn't have to be Miss Winfrey, with all due respect to her. It's us right now. We are just as important, and no, I may not be a billionaire yet, but I am everything that you bring, everything that I bring, everything that we discuss, and what we'll be sharing. Look for these posts. Again, add me on Instagram at Black Girl Magic Creative Series. And also me, Tamika, add me and follow me, and I'll follow you back. I want to create a movement. I want to be a part of the movement. This is my contribution to it. And I said, you know what? I got to throw my hat in the ring. I got to put myself on the chopping block. And I want to be able to be as open and transparent, because there's a lot of PTSD. It's not just for our veterans. We all have a real trauma going on. Val. Oh, my sister. I just love her. Y'all don't understand. I just be loving on y'all. I just be loving on my people. Thank you, sister. Thank you for joining. If there's any questions, if there's any comments, please drop them in the room. We're talking, but that's what's been going. I just shared a little brief of my journey for those who are joining in now. But what's been going on? I have been fighting with being a functioning depressant for over 20 years. And there's a lot of other trauma that comes along with it, and I will not go into that. I fight with, but at the same time, I'm seeing how to love me better. And yes, I go to therapy. I'm not on medication. I'm not knocking those who do. If you are prescribed or if you're taking antidepressants, if that's working for you, more power to you. Eating healthy, exercising, journaling, meditation and mantras have been working, and affirmations have been working for me. It's been a reprogramming. I'm gonna make sure I don't need my flower to fall. It's been a reprogramming of my mindset. I have been practicing a lot of self-negative talk, even when I'm just playing. Oh, I was just kidding. I was just joking. And I didn't realize I was beating myself up. It showed up in some ways in other circles, and that was damaging and abusive to other people and toxic. And I did not realize that. And I took responsibility of that, still taking responsibility of that, because I don't have it all worked out. But at the same time, I know, because I'm a work in progress. We all are. But I love this self-awareness 2.0. I'd like to think I have been, but I didn't know I was aware, but now I'm aware. I'm more aware. And I try, and I hold myself accountable for where I am in my life. A lot of misses, a lot of mistakes, a lot of laziness, or just downright just didn't care. But at the same time, I'm not blaming anyone. I just say, hey, this is what's been happening. But in order for me to be the best actress, the best director, and yes, some people that know me, that have been directed by me, that have been on the stage with me, I will take a little page from Dave Chappelle. Oops. Because some people may not be a fan right now. But that's another discussion. But anyway, if you saw his current Netflix special, Sticks and Stones, but it was one particular one, The Age of Spin, I saw, and I think he mentioned, or maybe I'm paraphrasing, one of his specials. He said, "I'm a bad, you know what? I'm pretty good." And I don't mean that egotistically, and I don't mean that in any type of vain way. I'm a beast when it comes to this acting game, when it comes to this directing game. I'm getting pretty good with this writing thing. But the same self-care and the same self-love and the conscious decision to get in there and to have a lifestyle choice on get cutting red meat out of my life, and things of that nature, and go to doctors and go to the doctors for checkups, and my doctors loving on me and saying, giving me nothing but great reports. The same, if I'm putting that type of effort into that, I need to do that, in that part of my life. I need to be consistent all the way across the board as best as I humanly possibly can. Okay. What do we have? Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, what's going on? Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Yes. Yeah, and let's talk about that, Basha. So that means that's another. So that, okay, so I'm about to call you out. See, I'm gonna be booking you as a guest right now. That's see, that's a discussion. That's a discussion. I need you to be on one of these in season 2, because that's true. And it's hard for our seniors and our sisters of a certain age, right? Yes, we have to do that. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Brianna. It's that type of conversation. And so, however, we own the conversation and we own the narrative. And don't get me wrong. Let me say this also about Black Girl Magic Creative Series. Because it is Black Girl Magic, it is Black women. I first of all, I'm for women. Women's rights on all women. Okay? But I only can speak about what I am all day, every day, and that's this. I'm a Black woman all day, every day. So I'm going to speak on that, and it's like, because what did our brother Malcolm say? And I'm paraphrasing here. Ain't nobody, no woman is more disrespected and not protected and on this planet than who? The Black woman. So no, I'm not going to get into histories and things like that. I might bring some references in. Other people may. I will have all kind of guests on here throughout this season. But yes, Baja, that's perfect. And I may have to hit you up and talk about that. It's going to be raw. It's going to be unedited. It's going to be this. It's going to be me. And that's how I get down. That's how I work. I just want to make sure my hair was cute. But I was just like, yes, I love this. So stay tuned for next episodes, episode 6 in season 2. Thank you for joining me on season 2, episode 5, Black Girl Magic Creative Series. We are a monthly virtual live conversation here on Facebook. Post, repost, share, like, comment, tweet. Follow us on Instagram at Black Girl Magic Creative Series. Oh, Gloria. Hey, what's up, Colin? I know you. How's it going up there in Sacramento? Hey, girl. Okay. Another beautiful beautiful sister that I love. Thank you so much. Who's also a wonderful actress and writer. This is what we're talking about. And we'll be talking to other creative professionals that have been going through the same thing and what they've overcome to go through that. But this particular creative, this is what I wanted to do to launch season 2. To kick off season 2. I have been going through my stuff over here, and a lot of people look at and social media can tell, certain stories, but you don't know what people are going through. You don't. Yes, we got our likes and we got our selfies and we got our this and we got our that. But at the end of the day, you don't know if somebody's about to be homeless. You don't know if somebody's bill is about to, something. You don't know if somebody's depressed. You don't know if somebody is just sitting there, just isolating themselves. You don't know. But what I want to do is be of service. And I will use myself as best as I can. Amen. Ashe to the ancestors and everybody, however you get down, okay? Because I respect all in the room. And thank you for sharing me this and providing the same. But this is what we're doing on Black Girl Magic Creative Series. This is a monthly virtual conversation. I was ambitious in season 1 by trying to be bi-weekly. But I was very proud of the 4 episodes that I was able to get out. I wish that, and I will try my best to see if you can binge watch those if you want to revisit. But if you're just joining in for season 2, stay tuned for the rest of the episodes that are going to be coming every month at the end of the month, the last Saturday of every month, here on my Facebook page. I want to thank you for joining me. It's only usually 30 minutes. It's not long. It's not drawn out, but let's keep the conversation going. In order for us to write these scripts, to get these web series, to get to those auditions, we need to be able to have a collective support group. And if this group provides that, along with whatever other tools that you're using in your circle and your communities, by all means, utilize them. I know that's what I'm here for, and let's get to work, not only on ourselves, but also on these projects. And I will see you on set. I will see you on the stage. And I will come and support you, as I know you will come and support me. But be your best self, right? Journal, exercise, eat right, smile, say your prayers, watch your language, and be kind to yourself in order to be kind to others. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you for your comments. Peace and blessings. Happy Saturday. Enjoy this Labor Day weekend, okay? Because you know some of y'all ain't got to go to work or school on Monday, okay? But yes, thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys next month. All right. Like, comment, share, repost. Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you, guys. Love you. Bye.